What we have here is my attempt at an Afghan Box camera, or also known as a Cuban Polaroid or a camera minitura, for making almost instant photos. Takes several minutes. I'll give you a tour of the camera and we'll take it from there. These cameras are basically a simple lens and a darkroom contained within the camera itself. So I'll go around the outside and then we can have a quick look inside. At the front, of course, we have the lens. This is a 150mm Cymar that was actually made the same year as my birth, 1965. Got off eBay. We have a door to get into the inside on that side. At the back, we have a window that we can help focus through, and this is a focusing rod I'll show you in a minute. And on this side, we have a jeans trouser, which I can use to put my hand in and manipulate the insides without letting any light in. On the top, I have a viewer hole so that I can look down through a red filter and see what's going on inside. So on the inside, what we have, if you can see it, is we have 3 rods. One rod pulls this thing, which is the focusing screen, backwards and forwards. At the front here, we have where the lens comes in. We have a paper safe where I store the paper that is going to be used as a negative, or sometimes a direct positive. That was actually one of the trickiest things to make. It's out of bits of mounting board and duct tape. So the image, the lens will project an image onto the focusing screen. The focusing screen is made of one of those Fresnel readers that you can buy. I bought an A4 one, cut it to the right size and sanded it down. So sanded it on the smooth side and have the Fresnel side towards the lens, and that projects an image onto the focusing screen here, and you can focus it by pulling the rod backwards and forwards. I spin it round. You'll see at the back there was already a hole in the box. This is an IKEA box, a discontinued IKEA box, and at it had a hole at either end for lifting it in and out. So what I've done is use the hole at the back as the focusing hole. So the Afghan ones normally have a door at the back. So I can look through there when I'm focusing it, and then when I'm making the exposure I can turn that round like that, and when I'm developing I turn it around like that and let some red light in so I can see what I'm developing. And right at the bottom, tilt it a little bit forward, we have the developing trays. I'll open the side door to show you. So 2 developing trays. We don't bother with the stop, we just have a developer at the front and a fixer at the back with no stop bath in between. We just exhaust the developer a bit quicker. So just to walk you through what the process would be with that lid on, is the subject would sit down, we'd focus by sliding this backwards and forwards and looking through here to see the image projected. And when we've got the right focus, we mark the point with the clip. Then we can push this out of the way. I put my hand in here, take a piece of paper out of the paper safe, which is here, and one-handedly place it up in that negative holder there, so it's ready to photograph. I then slide that pole back forwards, and it's the paper is now in focus, and I make the exposure. Then push it back again, take the paper out, put it into the developer. Then after a minute in the developer, I actually slide this forward to get it out of the way. I'm doing that process while it's developing. When it's had a minute in the developer, I'll move it into the fixer, for about a minute, probably 30 seconds would do. And then we're ready to open the door and show the result to the client. So it takes about 5 minutes, it should do, to make a photo. So the camera isn't finished yet, but I've kind of losing interest. I want to do other things. Normally, what you do is have an easel that swings out to rephotograph the negative to make it into a positive. You go through the same process again. You'll see lots of pictures of that online. There's lots of little things. I need to put a knob on the end of here so that I don't poke my eye out. The wheel here needs to have a click sensor on it so that you can click it into position and it doesn't slide. And it would be good to paint it black on the inside as well.